Steps in with one in, one out, and one on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
I've been taking some heat with A-ROID lately, and I just want to keep the dream team alive like I've been saying forever. I just have a feeling that A-ROID is going to break out of this miserable slump, probably the worst slump I've ever been in with any player to begin the tenure on the squad. And that was actually the last game I played before this one. And the dude left a couple batters after A-ROID hit that home run, which fucking sucked because A-ROID got the dinger. And then when that happens, I just had a feeling A-ROID was going to go off the rest of that game, get a couple more base hits that game. So guy left a couple batters later. I'm pretty sure the steroid junkie hit a home run in that inning as well, and then Buddy left. So coming into this next game, I wanted to keep the streak going with A-ROID at the plate because, yeah, man, everybody, well, not everybody, but some people have been just saying, get rid of this bastard. Get rid of this guy and pick up the 99 Tulowitzki because everybody seems to love the 99 Tulowitzki. But, man, I'm sticking with A-ROID. I got confidence in this man. It hasn't even been that long since I picked him up. It's not like I've had him for 2 months or something, and he hasn't done shit. I mean, he did hit a clutch home run in one of those games I should have lost. A couple games ago, I think I had no business winning that game. Dude was all over me from the beginning pretty much, and A-ROID hit that home run in the top of the ninth, and we ended up walking away with the W. So A-ROID has already done some clutch shit on the team. He's looking to do some more in this game, and Nola Ryan, I put him back in the starting rotation because he's probably the only guy I have confidence in, like I said in the last video too. And Davis, what is this BS going on in center field? Putting this guy out there for a reason because he has been doing work at the plate. But in the field, come on, man, that needs to be caught. This guy is able to capitalize on that and score a run. So now he is going up 1-0 early in this game. But I'm looking to respond back. Ted Williams is leading off this inning, and with Ted Money Williams at the dish, you always got to be careful to this guy. You can't pitch him anywhere. You can't go inside, you can't go high, outside, you can't go low. You can't pitch this guy anywhere because he will make you pay. And now I'm tying this game up 1-1. Early in this game, still only in the bottom of the second right now. And Brian McCann, the flashback Brian McCann, is making the debut in this game as well. And a lot of people have been saying he is a beast. I always knew he was a beast. I mean, I wanted to pick this guy up forever ago, but when I wanted to pick him up, he was going for around 80,000 stubs. And that was a couple months ago at least, probably back in like June or something. He was going for a shitload of stubs. So I really didn't want to spend that many stubs on, a 92 overall catcher. But man, I've just been realizing lately that a lot of gold players are the most fun to use in this game. So I picked up the Brian McCann since he is a lefty. So I always like the lefty catchers. Yogi Berra has been going crazy, he was going crazy when he was on the squad a couple months ago at least. So picked up Brian McCann, hoping he could come in and do something early on in the debut with A-ROID too, hoping to get Brian McCann on the board, then A-ROID just hoping to get him going at all. And yeah, I was actually thinking about putting Carlos Gomez in this game too for Ted Williams. But I mean, it's just I don't know. Why the hell would I ever take out Ted Williams, no matter if I'm facing a lefty or a righty? He should always be in the lineup. And he's almost guaranteed to get a home run every game, man. It is insane. Even against lefties, you have a really good chance of getting a base hit with Ted Williams because he still has good contact versus lefties, so you really don't have to platoon him with anybody or anything. So he needs to be in the lineup at all times, and Carlos Gomez doesn't have the best stats against righties, obviously, but I haven't had any trouble against the righties with Gomez yet, so he is going to be, he might be in center field after this game. Rajai Davis doesn't have the best fielding, like 75 or something, but that Gomez has about 80, mid-80s fielding, and arm strength is like 86 as well, so he won't be making any fucking mistakes out there in center field. Hopefully, A-ROID. In his second at-bat, he flew out in his first at-bat, so I was hoping he can continue the hitting after the dinger in the previous game made that guy leave, finding a hole through the infield on the right side. So A-ROID is continuing to hit the ball well, and now Brian McCann is up, and that was actually big that A-ROID was able to get on base.
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. High and deep to straightaway right. Betts looking up. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
Brian McCann doing some damage in his debut, sending a 2-run jack to right field. So now we're going up 3-1. And then Cano is just flying out to end that inning. So need to hold the lead. Thank God I wasn't just up by 1, because that is the worst possible scenario in this game. To be leading a game by only 1 run is terrifying. It is the scariest shit ever to be up in this game by 1 run. And then what a surprise. He's coming out the next inning, and he is just ripping the cover off the ball, getting the first 2 guys on base, still with nobody out, so you know what I'm doing. I'm getting people warming up in the pen, man. Rodney is up, and I think I had Zach Britton as well. That guy failed by trying to steal right there with not even a speed guy on first base, because that would have been a single up the gut most likely, but he's grounding into the double play. He was able to score a run, but I'm still up 3-2. But that could have been way more deadly if this guy didn't take off for second base. So, yeah, people were warming up in the pen, like Rodney, like I said, and Zach Britton. So, man, no confidence in the starters anymore. But Nolan Ryan has been the #1 guy I have had confidence in. But once the opponents get on a roll, they just never stop. So, yeah, Britton is in this game, inserted in the 6th inning. And what the fuck? This guy's laying down, what, no confidence in your lefties on lefties? I don't understand that, but he's trying to lay down a bunt with fucking, I don't even know who that was, but definitely not a speed guy right there. And then second guy in this inning is flying out to Crawford and in left field. So I wasn't going to the matchups or anything like that. Like, I don't even understand why people do that. Like, some people do that so fucking much. Like, all they do, after like the 5th inning, all people will do is just face lefties on lefties. And I don't know, that shit's just fucking weird. But I personally don't like doing that shit, but I know a lot of people probably like doing that. Pujols again with another base hit off the wall. I thought that was going to be caught, but Betts can't catch up to it. That is a stand-up double, so now A-ROID is up a couple batters later. He was taking the juice in the fucking dugout, and he's looking to do some more damage.
0-2 now. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Cespedes is going back. And this one is gone. A home run.
I mean, I don't want to jinx anything, but it may be safe to say that A-ROID has broken out of the slump. Now, I don't want people to get carried away and start thinking that, okay, now that he's broken out of the slump, you need to put up fucking 2 hits a game, 2-3 hits a game with him to remain out of the slump. No, there's going to be those games still where he may not get a base hit or anything. He still makes good contact all the time. Like you saw in the last game, he made amazing contact a couple times, got robbed on some base hits. So, I mean, A-ROID always makes good contact pretty much. He's just not getting really lucky at the moment, or I'm not really getting lucky with him when I'm making pretty decent contact with him. That happens, man. That happens all the time with certain guys. Like, there'll be certain guys on everybody's team you just make amazing contact with all the time, and then you can't even pay to get a base hit with them. So, increasing the lead again after that A-ROID dinger. So now it is 5-2 late in this game. So, of course, I'm fucking freaking out because I would rather this game be tied than me be up fucking 5-2, because that is nightmare central. That's fucking freak out mode 100% whenever I'm up by more than, I don't know what's worse, being up by 1 or being up by more than 3 or more, because at least when you're up by 1, the game can just change. Like, I don't know, that's not that big of a comeback when you're only down by 1 run, but when you're up by like 3 or 4, shit can hit the fan quick. Shit can escalate so quickly in this game, and when you blow like 3 or 4 run leads, you feel like a fucking idiot, like I do for the most part. But I'm putting the machine in. The legendary flashback Rodney, who never gives up a base hit, it seems, is inserted in the 8th with 1 down. He was able to shut the door, of course, in that inning. So now Davis, making up for that previous mistake early in this game, sending a stand-up double right there, and then Ted Williams is trying to cash him in. Would be amazing if I was able to get at least 1 more insurance run, because then I wouldn't be freaking out in the bottom half or the top of the 9th. But I'm not even able to do shit with them, obviously, just grounding out to shortstop. So now We are going into the 9th. Obviously, there is no chance in hell. I don't even give a shit what was going to happen. Rodney was staying in this game no matter if the fucking sky was falling. He was going to be staying in this game, and luckily I'm able to get the first guy on a line out to Arenado over there at third base. So now with a 1-0 count to his second guy up in this inning, he's just sending a weak fly ball to Crawford out there in left field. So this is looking pretty good. Rodney looking to shut the door yet again. He may be the only guy coming out of the pen for the rest. No, I'm probably obviously going to put some more guys out of the pen, but this is the only guy I have confidence in coming out of the pen, getting Cespedes on 2 quick strikes, and then the third one is coming. Get him a little slide step right there on the slider, and that is how you finish a game. Rodney is a fucking beast.
It's a good thing we don't give out actual trophies, because this guy wouldn't have any more room in his house. Alex Rodriguez is our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.